Good Monday morning. We are going to use the KVD Vegan Beauty Planet Fanatic. It is a fully recyclable wet dry eyeshadow palette. I've had it for a minute. I just haven't gotten around to using it. This color story. Hang on, I'll swatch it. I was going to do that off camera and just show you the swatches, but I just dipped my finger into a shade, and I think we need to do this on camera. We're going through the top row. That's a little patchy. This shade, wow, soft, just absolutely the stuff. Yes, we're going to continue. I got to find something to clean these fingers off with. Okay, I'm going to do this where you can see it, because I don't know if you can see where I dipped into those, and I dipped into them easily. So we're going to finish the first row. I'm just really impressed with how that feels. There are probably names. I did not look on the back. Whoa. I didn't swatch my pinky because that one's got a little chunk. I'm just kind of happy with that. Again, if my voice is a little, it's because I don't feel well. And that's just kind of where it is. I'm going to put the rest of them on this hand because it gets awkward if I try to go down one arm. I can't keep them straight. There's some pretty stuff coming out. It's just pretty. That is just pretty. Both rows are just pretty. I really think we're gonna like this. Let me just show you again. This is the top row. This is this bottom row. So let's get into this. I have primed my eyes using the Sigma eyeshadow primer in Radiance. I'm gonna have to order new ones of these because they're getting time to. And I'm gonna do something really simple. After we did Bingo Friday, which I haven't posted, I will get that up today. I took the eye look off and put on a soft look out of the Huda Beauty Nude palette, and I packed it and just packed the brushes just after I used them. That was the only palette that I took with me, and I completely duplicated the look the next day to go to my cousin's funeral, which was a UK themed funeral. First time I've ever worn a UK t-shirt and jeans to a funeral home. But that's what she wanted, so that's what we did. And it happened to be the day after Kentucky lost to Tennessee. Oh well. So we're going to play right over here with this color. I think we will revisit this palette and use it wet and just see what happens with the shades. They seem to be very um, I'm not sure what the word is that I'm looking for, soft. The pigment is there, but it's not screaming at you. Now, what's on the back of my hand is what's left over after I washed my hands. I purposely left that there so I could show you. So, I'll take that just. We may hit that with some Fix Plus here in a minute and just see what happens. I'm really quite happy with that. Take a, no, I'm not. Bear with me, I'm exhausted and I do not feel the best. I've been around sick people. I don't think I'm getting sick, I just think I'm exhausted. Go into this shade. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going in with. You just don't need, maybe one or two passes over the pan. It always feels good to be home, but I always feel like I'm forgetting something when I get home. And what that is that I don't like leaving my mom. So it always feels like I forgot something, and I did. I forgot my mommy. If you have a mommy, call her up. I'm going to tap into this shade and use it to blend this up a little bit. And whenever I say that, I understand that not all relationships with mothers are good. Um, but I watched as children, grown children, but children nonetheless, said goodbye and mourned and will never be able to speak to their mother again. So if you have that opportunity to do it. Because at the end of the day, when that person draws their last breath, you don't have a chance to make it right. You no longer have any opportunity to fix things. So if I had any words to impart to you today, it's to take today and make it right. Not just with your mother, with anybody that you have the opportunity to make it right with. And I'm saying that at the same time that I'm saying that, I deleted conversations that I've held on to for a long, long time that the relationship has since ended. And I'm okay with that. There's a time and a place for everything. Holding on to the conversations that I was holding on to was not a hopeful thing. I was holding on to hurtful words that people said to me. I deleted them. Or incorrect information people said about me. I'm not doing that anymore. I know what I do when I do it. And if I do something and mess up and somebody comes and talks to me or tells me or questions me, I'll do my best to make it right. And I will tell you if whatever I was talking about was about you or if it wasn't. And if I say it wasn't, it wasn't. pure and simple. If you continue to want to believe that it was, that falls on you. I have deleted conversation after conversation, both from friends or family, because I'm not carrying that load anymore. Let's finish this. I'm going to go into this shade, and I probably could use a brush, which is phenomenal, but we're just going to put that in the center of the eyeball. Been kind of staying more with matte looks, softer looks, summertime looks. Just because, one, I like them, and two, it's that time of the year to, soften things up a little bit. I can tell you I'm going to use this palette more often. Really enjoy what's happening here. Take a little bit of that softer pink and blend it up in with that other. Above into the eyebrow. I'm just real happy. I don't know what else to tell you. It pulls a little bit of texture, but that could also be where skincare has kind of not happened in the last few days as much as it usually does. I did not pack a lot because I knew it was going to be a tough day. So I made sure that I kept everything on my end as minimal as possible so that whatever else needed to happen would happen. Let me put some stuff on my face. Now, we're going to talk about what I did because I changed the foundation. I told you that I created a look with the Nude Light throwing things. Huda Beauty palette Friday after we did bingo, and then I packed that palette, and that was the only palette that I packed, which is huge for me because I tend to pack a lot of stuff whenever I travel, and half of it I never need, and I've been working on doing better. I used the Estee Lauder Futurist Aqua Brilliance Water Glow Primer, and then I used my double wear in 2W1 Dawn, and that's what I wore the day of the funeral, and it looked beautiful. I was teasing my mother, use my Sigma color corrector too, which is what we're going to do while I'm talking. I was teasing my mother because I said, we've been sitting here all this time and you ain't told me that I'm pretty yet. It's like, so we laughed. We do that quite a bit. We laugh a lot. But I'm just I put the lighter color on my inner eye, under eye, and then I press. And that's one thing that I have learned that has come in handy with maturing, aging skin, is pressing that product in. And pressing, because throughout the day, you're going to have some stuff happen. But it was just real easy to take a second and just kind of push underneath here And yeah, it was done during the course of the funeral and everything like that. I did not go to the cemetery. I did not plan to go to the cemetery, but I was going to do whatever my mother asked of me. Um, as it worked out, she was not feeling well. Her sugar had begun to drop, so we were instructed to go on to the church where they were having the dinner and feed my mother. And I was like, that is okay dokie with me. Um, we'll go to the cemetery at another time. I'm not a fan. Okay, I don't need to see. I've seen enough of, I've seen my uncle be lowered down. That's enough for me. If other people need that or like that or enjoy that or however whatever the word is I'm looking for, I, you got go ahead. Um, for me, I'm good. I don't. That's too much for me to content to deal with. I don't want to. I will if I need to or if someone needs me to. But beyond that, I'm good. Way good. Okay, let's continue. Was went in with the elf primer, and I was kind of letting that sink in a little bit. I'm gonna put, I think, a poll up because I want to try. There's two brands that I want to try, and I don't know which one to try first. So we're using the L'Oreal True Match Nude. It says that it is a tinted serum. It's a foundation. It's the trendy words that, people want to hear. So, and we're just going to go back. This is how we did it whenever I first started wearing makeup. You just made dots all over your face and then blended it in. And back then, we used our hands. We might have used the little white edge sponges, but I don't remember in high school. I don't remember ever using a brush. I remember standing, and I got tickled. And I have to tell you this. When I got to my mother's house, is like checking because I keep certain things there, and I went in the bathroom to make sure that I had a wash rag to take my makeup off with, because if not, I was going to go down and buy some because I forgot to pack them, and I did. And when I opened the drawer that they are in, I found a brand new brush that I forgot I had left there. A couple of hair ties, ponytail holders, um, and a couple of other odds and ends things. Makeup that has probably expired many years ago, but it's still there. Um, like foundation that is Revlon foundation. I think we may have thrown it away before, but there was something else in the drawer, and I don't remember now what it was. And I keep a stack of wash rags there for the sole purpose of taking my makeup off because I'm not ruining somebody else's stuff. Just not. And anyway, I got a little tickled because I was standing in that bathroom, and that was my bathroom when I lived at home. I still call it my bathroom when I'm there. That's not what my mom calls it. um, but I was standing there and I was thinking, there was a time that this whole bathroom, oops, I got a little peeling happening. We'll fix that. Um, Need to take a step out of my skincare. No big deal. If that happens to you when you put your foundation on, that's what you got to do. You've gotten your skin too full. So when you're using that particular foundation, take a step back. No big deal. And you add the extra step back in at night when you're not putting makeup on. Ta-da! Problem solved. Anyway, so I'm going to finish this up and we'll be back. Probably not going to wear blush because that's already peeling. And hang on. Newfound, because it's been in my drawer for a while, I got it in a subscription box, but I'm going to be I'm going to keep using it. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in soft brown. I had gotten away from using things like this, but I used this the other day. I packed it. I used it Friday, I think for the first time, Thursday or Friday one for the first time, and I immediately put it in my bag to take with me because, yeah, it was that cool, that easy to use and that enjoyable, and I was like, yeah, it's going with me. Now, we put a little color corrector on. I'm putting a little touch of concealer on, and I think I grabbed the darker shade, and it'll be okay. We will blend it out and make it work. It has been setting while I did my brows, and I'm going to do the same with this. After I blend it out, I'm going to let it sit for a minute and then fix the rest of everything. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and blend that out. I have to tell you, this had to be, I've never, ever worn a t-shirt to the funeral home. Never. And I told my mother because, see, the night before, my daughter went shopping for t-shirts for us. My mother ended up not wearing hers. I should have seen that coming because I should have packed another outfit. So when she changed her mind, I could follow suit. Did I? No. I had spoken with my cousin. She said, we want people to wear UK shirts or Kentucky shirts and jeans or jogging pants. So I did. Not very many other people did. And I was telling Mom before so many of them came in that, I was like, I feel really, really, this is not something I'm used to. There were some of us in our Kentucky, and one of my cousins lives in Tennessee, and she pulls for Tennessee. And when I seen her and spoke to her, I said, I fully expected you to show up in a Tennessee shirt. And I said, I wouldn't have even been mad. And she laughed and she said, yeah, she was talking with her other sister. Mind you, it was their sister that passed. And she said that she was telling her that she had a Kentucky shirt that she could wear. And the sister that lives in Tennessee and pulls for Tennessee said, I'm good. And I was just dying. I was like, y'all are too funny. Just putting a little black primer on there. I'm going to do this off camera. When I did my empties video, I'm just going to put these in here because I need to toss them. I forgot to add these mascaras that I have either used up or don't like. And in is the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Rebel. It's one of my favorites. If you've been around here, you know. Estee Lauder Turbo Lash. These two are empties. You know, I like them. This one is my the MAC Chestnut Brown. Oh, it is one of my favorites. Do not cry with it on. Do not. Do not. Not a plan. It will burn the fire out of your eyeballs. The Color Stay Extension Air, I'm just getting rid of. It does not agree with my eyes. It's just not a plan. So I meant to put those in with my empties video and forgot them, so we've got them now. Okay. These under eyes we gotta fix. Because we kind of got them a little darker than everything else, so. And that was not what I intended to do. But we are going to go. I seen this on a video yesterday, so we're going to try it. We're going to use, let me decide. Max Fix Plus Stay Over. We're going to just. I'm sorry, I forgot. We're going to press that in. I was watching a makeup artist and she said, and Robert Welsh kind of agreed, to put the setting spray down before the powder. I'm going to use a different brush. We're going to spray the brush again, and again, the dog is going to bark, so just be prepared. That's Mayor's contribution to the video. I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I don't know why he does that. I really don't. Anyway. I'm going to have to spray this brush again. Are you ready? Let's do this real quick. It's okay, Mayor. It's okay. I know. I know. I'm sorry. He has to sing the song of his people when you spray something. And it could be anything, any type of spray. The after shower spray that's in the bathroom, barking. Anyway, so after we do that, I'm going to wait a little bit. Let that settle in. I'm trying to learn how to really be emotionless when I'm waiting, because that helps things to not settle into lines. I'm not good at it. Anyway, the tip that I saw was to put the setting spray under your eyes, over your concealer, before you put the powder. So we're going to try that and see what happens, versus putting it over, because it takes the sheen away. It takes the shine. Yeah, it takes the shine. Could actually stand a little bit more foundation, but we're just not going to do that today. So we're going to just powder. And I don't know why that, well, I do know why. Baking. Watching YouTubers bake is what got me in trouble with powder. Because from the time that I came onto YouTube to now, I never one time needed as much powder as I used. but I seen people on YouTube doing it. So I thought, I'm doing my makeup wrong. I need to do it how they're doing it. Not always. Not necessarily. I just made a whole mess. Okay. I really have not unpacked these bags. Ha ha ha. I said that once years ago, and someone got a kick out of it. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of what I do, is I pack my bags and I unpack them. Let's find this Flufa brush right here. It's actually a concealer brush, but it will work perfectly for what we're doing. It's funny how always the videos that I think are going to be, that I'm going to do real quick video, they're the longest. I'm going to share with you, and I intended to do it in the beginning part of this video. But I'm going to share with you the drive home. Actually, I'm going to make a separate video because this one is way long. So, this is where we're going to end this one today. Watch the next video because there's some stuff that I think might help you going to happen in that video. See you, bye. I'm the mayor's daughter. Have a good day. We're going to talk about the ride home, and I'm going to finish. I've already done the bulk of my makeup, and we recorded that in another video. I've been enjoying just a touch of highlighter. So we're going to do that. And just using either an eyeshadow brush, and today we're using a little cat paw brush that I just used for powder for under my eyes. And then taking that and just touching just a bit of that there. Anyway, so the drive home yesterday was more quiet than the drive down. I don't like leaving my mom's house. Just don't like it. I have to, I have stuff here that has to be taken care of. We have to get the car finally just gone. That's what we've decided. We tossed around all kinds of different things, and at the end of it all, we just decided, you know what? This is a bunch of hassle that we don't need to deal with right now. Just let it go. Compliments of this car and the situation surrounding it, and I'm a little, but not really. There was anger. There's still anger. There were things that I was not able to do because of the accident. One of them was go and visit my cousin while she was still breathing. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Anyway, so on the drive back, everything is pretty much uneventful until I hit 75 North coming back. Just outside of Lexington. Probably down Richmond, Berea-ish. There's construction, so it basically becomes kind of a parking lot. Well, on the way down, I had a car come over on me. Almost took me out, and it was not pleasant. So whenever the traffic starts to bunch up, I start to feel my anxiety just getting, oh my gosh. Well, in those moments, because I don't have radio settings on the Cadillac like I did on my Avenger, because generally I drive it on trips, things like that, and just never had. You know, I only listened to about 3 stations, and wasn't that big of a deal. This trip, it was a bigger deal because I couldn't, I don't know how to work things as much as I did with the Avenger. So when I'm having to kind of look away to push buttons, I'm panicking inside because it's like, don't look away from the road, don't look away from the road. Anyway, so coming back on 75, I get into this bit of traffic, and as I'm sitting there in traffic, I'm going to touch up just a little bit. I'm fishing through channels, and out of, I don't want to say nowhere, I know that our church has a radio, that we have a radio program. We've done it for decades. Well, maybe 18 years, not exactly decades. It's been a ministry of our church, and it shouldn't have surprised me, but it did. I'm scanning through the channels, and just like the comfort that I needed, I hear a familiar voice on my. I hit the seat button and it landed on a channel, and I hear a familiar voice, and I'm like, at first my brain was like, that's a familiar voice, and then it was like, oh, that's my pastor. So I got to hear my pastor preach in the middle of this moment of tremendous anxiety and angst. And when I tell you that it was just what I needed, I'm not kidding you. And I just wanted to share that with you, because in those moments that, those times that you feel some type of way, there is always comfort to be found somewhere around you. Someone around you has got it. If they don't, God does. So y'all have a good day. This is the finishing part to the get ready with me, but I just wanted to make it a separate video, because I wanted to talk about, in the middle of whatever storm you're going through, in the middle of whatever situation you're in, there is hope. There is comfort. There is all of what you need, just a whisper away. And I am thankful for that. Y'all have a great day. I am the mayor's daughter. Thanks for joining this kind of get ready with me after the get ready with me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.